Hey everyone, it's Marissa from The Modern Austin. I'm here with my roommate Ashley, whom you've seen on the blog many times. And we're here with our first video blog, vlog, vlog, whatever you want to call it, to answer some questions about fall called sweater weather. Sweater weather, say it 5 times fast. Kristin from My Life as a Teacup recently posted a video also titled Sweater Weather. And she answered questions about fall, and they came from the blog Maidae, written by Savannah, and so make sure you check out those blog posts. And so we're going to answer those questions for you today in light of Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to all of you. And we would like to hear your answers to these questions too, so make sure you answer in the comments below or link to your blog or your video, and we would love to check it out. So we're going to start with the first question that says, what is your favorite candle scent? And I'll be the first to admit that I don't really buy candles. I love candles, I appreciate candles, and I think there's some really great smelling candles, but I don't own many. I own like 2 candles. But my candle that I really like and I wanted to show you is called Choose Happiness, and it is from Target. It is kind of a lemon and lime scent that smells so good, and I bought it kind of as a pick-me-up, and it always makes me feel refreshed and happy.
My choice is from Bath & Body Works. It's called London Calling, and this was part of their like travel-inspired series, and the scent beneath it, like the subtitle, is Tea and Lemon. I love this candle because it literally smells like tea and lemon, and I think tea does kind of have like a fall festy flavor to it. I don't buy a lot of candles either. I buy wallflowers instead because I think they last longer and I don't have to remember to light them. But I do like candles. I like going in and smelling all the different ones, and candles make really good presents, so I buy a lot of them for
Keep that in mind. Our next question is coffee, tea, or hot chocolate? And if it were up to me, it would be none of those, and it would be apple cider. I'm not much of a hot beverage person, so if I had to pick, it would be hot chocolate because I do not drink coffee or tea.
My answer would be all of the above. Not so much coffee, but I love lattes. So you can put espresso and then I'm happy. Tea or hot chocolate, it's also good. I have an extensive tea collection. I like to get my tea from Harney & Sons, which you can find online. They have a store in Soho, New York, but I don't live anywhere close. So I order online. They have a really good apple cinnamon one, and they have silken tea sachets and loose leaf tea for any kind of tea connoisseur or novice.
All right, the next question is, what is the best fall memory you have? And this is kind of a tough question for both of us because we like to think of fall as one big entity full of so many memories. It brings kind of you back to going back to school and all the memories and emotions associated with that. Marching band, football games, sports if you did sports in high school, and I like to think of just, all of that together with Halloween and with the leaves changing and being with family and friends and Thanksgiving and kind of just, it's just such an exciting time. And so when I think of all my memories, there isn't just one that I can come up with because it's just such a special time of the year and it just makes people really happy.
For me, I'm the same. I like lots of different fall memories, but the first thing that comes to mind is the semester that I spent in London. I was in London from the end of August to about midway through December, so I was there for all of fall. And I can just distinctly remember coming off the tube and then having the brisk London air hit my face. And I loved spending the fall in the city. There's nothing like it. Everybody's dressed up. Their boots are great. Yeah. Their coats are great. But there's just the sun is really bright in the city, but the air is totally crisp and I love spending the fall in the city. It makes me want to go back so badly.
Our next question makes us laugh. It says, what makeup trend do you prefer, dark lips or winged eyeliner? And we would say neither because we tend to go for more the natural look. We have to work hard for the natural look. No, I'm kidding. I do.
So do I.
And so we do wear makeup, I promise you. We do love makeup. And so we thought we'd show you some of the products that we do use all year round and especially in the fall. So I'm somebody who wears foundation, blush, mascara, and eyeshadow usually almost every day. So I wanted to show you a couple things I liked. I really like CoverGirl's Lash Plus Volume. It's the orange tube. It just does a really nice job. I never really have any problems with this. And as far as blush goes, I've been using kind of two products to like layer on top of each other. e.l.f.'s all Cover Color Stick in Pink Lemonade. It's a nice cream blush, and it's only about $3 at Target. And then sometimes I layer over Mary Kay's Strawberry Cream blush. So I kind of like both of those together.
As for me, I use the same makeup products all year round. I just change my shade a little bit depending on whether or not I'm tan.
Mm-hmm.
I like to do a little bit of like a purple eye because I have hazel eyes, and so that'll bring it out a little bit. But my fall must-haves is soft lips. At work, I get chapped lips almost instantaneously the second school starts because I'm just not used to talking again. My first year teaching, I went through 7 tubes of chapstick, no lie, and I tried like a bajillion different kinds because it was just ridiculous. Yeah. But I like the soft lips because it gives you like a little bit of a sheen, so it's a little bit more than just your regular chapstick. I like the vanilla scent, which I think is kind of a fall scent. There's like a mango peach one that actually dries out my lips, so I can't use that one. But I like soft lips. I think it lasts a long time. It's reasonably priced, and I like the scent.
All right, and our next question is, what is the best fragrance for fall? Now, if you've been reading The Modern Austin recently, you'll know that I've done a few posts about fragrances recently because I'm not much of a fragrance buyer, but I'm interested in it, and I like smelling nice. I was able to try Jennifer Aniston's perfume and Britney Spears' Fantasy, and in doing so, I was able to try a bunch of samples. So one of the samples that I really like and would consider buying again is Ed Hardy, and that's just the name of it. There's nothing attached to that. It's just a really good fragrance. It's not musky, it's not too fruity, it's not too florally, it's just a nice mix, and I really enjoy it. So that's what I've been wearing recently.
My fall scent, my go-to, is Cashmere Glow from Bath & Body Works. First of all, it's called cashmere, so it fits our sweater weather theme. But like Marissa's scent, it's not too fruity, it's not too florally. I usually go for fruity scents because I like the citrusy thing. But for this one, it just has like kind of a more mature feeling to it, and it's very subtle. It lasts throughout the day, and I feel like it doesn't really remind me of any other scent. It's kind of like, distinct and on its own. So I really like that one.
Okay, our next question is, what is your favorite Thanksgiving food? And this is really appropriate because it's Thanksgiving. I like Thanksgiving food. I like the meal a lot, but it's not my favorite. So I would have to say my favorite part of Thanksgiving meal is the dinner rolls. I like bread,
That's
okay?
cheating.
And it's cheating. So if I had to pick, I really like mashed potatoes. I like green bean casserole a lot too.
Me too.
And I really like dessert, so I like pies and things like that too.
For me, I also really like green bean casserole, and I like candied yams. But my favorite Thanksgiving food is my mother's stuffing muffins. I've been talking about them for like 2.5 weeks. I can't wait to eat them in a couple days because we're not doing Thanksgiving today. But my mom said she will make me some over the weekend.
She's going to save me one.
They're like gourmet stuffing. She does it all from scratch. There's like just great herbs in it. There's sausage in them and dried apricots. She puts them in these little muffin tins then, so like they actually like stay in the form. You can eat them on the go. You can eat them hot. You can eat them cold. God, I just love stuffing muffins so much.
It's kind of like regular stuffing is here, and
then they're up here, or like up here.
Yeah. So I can't wait to try those. And maybe we'll post the recipe.
You don't even need gravy. Oh, it's so good.
The next question makes us laugh. It's, what is autumn weather like where you are? And we currently live in central Pennsylvania, so up in this area, the first part of fall is almost like you're still in summer. It's really hot, and that's generally throughout the first half of September, if not the whole month. And then it starts to have this small window of opportunity where it's just beautiful. It's nice and crisp and cool out, and we just love it. The leaves are beautiful during that time. And then the rain hits, and it's all pretty much downhill from there. We've already had the schools in this area their first snow day.
Yep.
So
yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. I guess if today is Thanksgiving, technically.
2 days.
2 days ago. So we already have snow. And that doesn't always happen on Thanksgiving, but it just depends.
Yeah, our weather doesn't last very long at all. The rainy season comes pretty fast, which makes me happy that I have good fall boots.
Yeah.
Which we'll talk about.
Yeah, see.
But, no, the weather on the plus side, the leaves do get really, really beautiful in central Pennsylvania. And they lasted for about 2.5 weeks this year, which is kind of average. So
Yeah.
it makes for pretty drives. That's nice.
Go ahead.
All right, so now we're on to most worn sweater. This is like a trick question for us. Marissa and I have been looking for good fall sweaters for like a solid month now. We want like the long baggy ones that like you could curl up in, and you see them like in the ads all the time and on the TV. So I don't know why I can't find these sweaters anywhere. I even looked today and I didn't have any luck. So if you know where I can find myself a good bulky fall sweater,
You can wear with leggings and skinny jeans.
I'm on the hunt. But in the meantime, I picked this sweater, the one that I'm wearing, for my favorite fall sweater. It's kind of like a thinner material, so it's good for like that transition, especially since our fall can't seem to decide what temperature it wants to be. It's not as dressy. It has this like sweatshirty V-neck detail to it, which I thought was cool. It's from Old Navy. Which I do like a lot of Old Navy sweaters. I get quite a few of them from there. And I picked this color because it's not your standard fall color. And I often feel like in the fall, I wake up and it's so like dreary and dark outside that I want my sweaters to kind of like be my mood for the day. I get a lot of compliments on this one. People really like the color. So
it's kind of like her pick-me-up, which is nice. For me, I'm the same way. I'm looking for some really good sweaters. I went through like a period of time where I rarely wore sweaters, but now I'm like, please give me some sweaters. And so we're really looking for some good ones. I'm currently wearing the one that I wear the most. It's more of a sweatshirt than a sweater. If you look at here, it's a nice detail, the collar and some buttons. It's from Banana Republic, but I was able to grab this at Goodwill. I know they sell it like every year. It's kind of like their essential sweatshirt, whatever you want to call it. It has pockets kind of like a hoodie, but there's no hood, so you can kind of dress it up a little bit more than your typical hoodie or sweatshirt, especially a crew neck sweatshirt, because this detail here. It's a nice light brown, so it's perfect for fall. I ended up pairing it with a lot of bright scarves, because kind of for us, the scarf makes the entire sweater or outfit, and especially in the fall. So that's kind of
I'm glad we didn't have to pick our favorite scarf.
I know. If we had to pick that, I don't even think I own my favorite scarf. I wear a lot of her scarves, which you've seen this one on the blog during the Pantone challenge.
But you bought it for me.
I did buy it for you, so you have good taste.
All right, next question. Must have nail polish for the fall. So this was hard for me because I didn't wear nail polish for like 10 years. I just stopped painting my nails. But I've recently picked up again. So my favorite color for the fall is this L'Oreal number. It's called Great Expectations, with the pun on the great.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that. I also like the literary reference. Great Expectations is one of my favorite books. Shout out to 9th grade. So this color is like this purpley gray mauve-y color. It's neutral, but then it's like a little bit fancier than just your typical neutral. The L'Oreal brand lasts a good long while. I've been pleased with it. I think I put 2 coats on whenever I use it. It's not too expensive. I've been looking for some other colors in this brand. I really like it.
And as for me, I used to bite my nails growing up, and it really isn't until the past 2 years that I've kind of officially stopped as best as I can. Good girl. And so I try to paint my nails more frequently so that I don't bite them, but then instead I just pick at them. As soon as one gets chipped, it's like it's all over. So I try to make it last as long as I can. The 2 colors I want to show you, the first is probably my favorite that I own. I wear a lot of pinks and reds, so you rarely will find me wearing something else unless it's really neutral. I never wear blues or things like that. I'm just not adventurous like that. But the first I want to show you is Essie brand, and I got it with a coupon from Target. Make sure you check out your Cartwheel app for some coupons, especially on top of sale items. So I was able to get this for pretty cheap. This is Big Spender. I really like it. It's more of a cranberry color, so I guess that makes it fall.
Totally.
But I could still wear this in the summer as well because it's still bright enough. So I really like this one. The next one, and this is probably what I'll paint my nails next because it is very fall. It's from Ulta, and it's called Hot Spot. It's more of a burnt orange color. It has some shimmer to it, but still in that red family, which is why I like it. So that will probably be on my nails next.
Next up, football games or jumping in piles of leaves. So the thing with jumping in leaf piles is that after you jump in them, you then have to rake them up again.
Yeah,
and so that doesn't work for me. So I'm going to go with football games. I grew up in Happy Valley, and so football was just like part of my culture.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I hated it. But after, like, once I got into high school and especially into college, I ended up loving it, even though I didn't go to Penn State. So I love football games. I love tailgating. I love going to the games. I love watching them on TV. I love the food. I love the friends. And I've even gotten pretty good at, like, paying attention to the game.
She's good.
We celebrated Thanksgiving last weekend, and I had an entire conversation with my brother and my uncle about fourth down conversions. So I was really, really proud of myself. I know, like, the names of players on the team. I'm into the football scene. I got this. So.
Meanwhile, for me, like, definitely my answer for this question would also be football games. While I like jumping in leaves and everything, I have memories of leaf raking with my youth group. I like to be efficient, so for me, I'm going to go with football. I really have a lot of memories from football games. Like I said, I did marching band in high school and in college, so I have like 8 solid years worth, plus the times when I would go in middle school and things like that, of great football games. I have to say, recently, I am so not into football. I don't know why. I think it's because, like, I had it for so long that I'm like, okay, give me something else. So, like, the past 2 years were all about Pens hockey, and this year it was all about Pirates baseball.
Go Buccos.
Yeah. Next year. So I think I'm just kind of, like, over it, but I still really love the atmosphere. I love being at games. I do like the game. I just prefer the atmosphere, and eating and being with friends and family the most.
Next question. Skinny jeans or leggings? I would love to say that my answer is leggings, because leggings are infinitely more comfortable. Yeah. And I do like a good pair of leggings, but I need that big oversized sweater to go with them, and I don't have it. So I'm going with skinny jeans. I like a nice dark wash or even a black skinny jean to wear during the day and even transitioning into night. The thing that bugs me the most is how your pants bulk up when you wear them with boots. That drives me absolutely crazy. But I like a good skinny jean and a heel too, so I wish I could say leggings. The leggings that I wear are actually from JCPenney. They're St. John's Bay, and I think I've gotten a bajillion washes out of them, and they're still holding up. So when I do wear leggings, those are the ones I like.
I, too, really wish we could wear leggings all day, every day. I think they harken back to the 90s child when you would have those leggings with
the stirrups.
Right? Stirrup pants were awesome.
Why don't they make stirrup jeans?
Why don't they make stirrups now?
Then they wouldn't bunch up.
Hello. Let's get on that. Maybe
Brilliant
we should.
Idea.
Yeah. We should copyright that. Okay.
It was ours first.
Yeah. And so I really like leggings. In fact, there's a pair at Loft that are herringbone pattern that I really want to get, but I have nothing to wear them with. So we need those sweater recommendations. I love skinny jeans, especially the ones that aren't too tight, that have some nice stretch to them. So the ones that I've been wearing and you've seen on the blog like every day are my Loft curvy skinny jeans in a dark wash. They're really great. I like to wear black skinny jeans too for going out, especially. And so that's generally what I choose to wear, but I would really like to wear leggings more often.
With my big sweaters.
With big sweaters.
Next question. Combat boots or Uggs? Neither. So, the thing about Uggs is I just feel like I can't get away with wearing them as much.
Well, and we're not in college anymore, and that's like such a college thing to wear.
It is. So the boots I do choose to wear, I have matured out of my Ugg boots, are this number right here. These dark brown ones with the nice buckle detail, and they're really slouchy. I was on the hunt for good brown boots for like a solid 2 years. I have fat calves, and so finding good boots is really hard. But I like those ones. They're flat, and so I can wear them all day, all night, and it's not a problem. I like the dark brown color. I like the slouchiness. They were reasonably priced. I got them at like the shoe store in the mall.
Yeah, the shoe department.
Yeah, and so I like these a lot. And then for a dressier number, I'm going with the booty.
booty.
So, these ones came from Payless. They were $15.
Yeah.
I don't wear heeled shoes very often because I just can't manage it for long periods of time. So, I like to buy my heels on the cheap because I feel better about it and I feel like that's reasonable. I like the booty because I didn't think I could rock the booty because of my fat calves. But if you wear a booty with a dark tight, it totally works. I wore those ones with black tights and this like really cool, funky, modern dress, which I think you're going to see on the vlog at some point. And it was like, it makes for a really adorable kind of like sophisticated outfit. It's one of those outfits that I feel I could have rocked in London on those nice fall days getting off the metro. But those are my two choices. One booty and one comfy boot.
I, too, would choose neither. I think you kind of know when you're too old for Uggs whenever your students write their research papers about the company Uggs.
An ad campaign on Uggs right now.
So last year I had multiple students write about Uggs, and it is fascinating.
That's when you realized.
That's when you know. And I'm not cool enough to wear combat boots. I've accepted that, and I'm okay with it. So I do have some dressier options to show you, and they've been all over the blog. In fact, this is one of my favorite parts about fall is getting to wear boots because you often don't have many shoe options in the summer except for sandals and occasionally a flat.
So good for a rainy day.
So yeah, this is great for rain, and especially with this transition into winter as we are encountering a lot of snow and water and ice. So an option here, this is my dressy option with a heel. This is from Macy's. It's Style & Co. And I really like them. They're mid-calf, so they often look really nicely. And I really like them, even though I can't wear them that often because I'm on my feet all day. And so they're really comfortable, and I could wear them probably if I were teaching. But if I'm on my feet all day long, I can't really wear them as much, but I do love them. Here's my tall boot option. This is a dark brown leather boot. It's from Kohl's. It's Chaps brand. I really like it because whenever it's cold, you need that coverage on your leg. And my last option are my slouchy black leather boots, and they're from JCPenney, and they are St. John's Bay. And I like them because they're flat and they're comfortable, and yet they still look pretty dressy.
Next, number 13. Is pumpkin spice worth the hype? Yes. Okay, so about 2 months ago, I saw my first pumpkin spice commercial for the season, and Marissa and I were already, like, in our pajamas, like, ready to cozy up on the couch for the evening, and I walked to my room, got dressed, and Marissa's like, where are you going? I was like, get up, get dressed, we're going to get pumpkin spice.
Say I didn't get it.
So, I love pumpkin spice. It is fall to me, like, whenever I think of or taste pumpkin spice, it just tastes like fall. Ironically, I don't like pumpkin pie that much, but there's something about when you put pumpkin with my espresso, it all turns into heaven. Dunkin' Donuts has a pumpkin spice white chocolate latte, and I know that sounds like it's too much, and it probably is, but it's so good. It's good hot, it's good cold, it's good in a latte, it's good in coffee, it doesn't matter what it is. Oh, I love pumpkin spice.
And obviously, I'm not on the pumpkin spice trend. I think it's a bit overkill. I could have a sip of pumpkin spice and it would last me a decade before I don't even really ever have to have it.
Every day!
No. I don't know. Maybe I just don't really like pumpkin. And I'm not a coffee drinker, so it's not really my thing. I think it's a little extreme. I prefer, like, apple cider is, like, my thing. I just think it's a little...
You really like the ones from Starbucks?
I do. The caramel spice.
Those are good.
Those are good.
Spice. See, it's all about spice.
I'm all about saving a few bucks and not buying my coffee or whatever.
Because then I get one too.
Yeah, and she gets one too. So that's her excuse. So, I'm not all about the trend. I'm sorry if I offended you, but I respect you, I guess. I just think it's a little bit crazy.
Our wallflower should be pumpkin spice.
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right, favorite fall TV show. So these go hand in hand. On Monday nights, you will find Marissa and I curled up in front of the TV watching This Is the Voice. followed by The Blacklist. So I'll talk about The Voice. Marissa will talk about The Blacklist. I started watching The Voice in the second season. I missed the first season. I didn't get on that bandwagon quite fast enough. But I really love The Voice. I think it's the most authentic of like the singing reality competitions. I love the blind auditions and the fact that they can't see them. Like they're going just specifically on their talent.
Yeah.
I think the judges are really awesome. Like they offer great advice, great tips. They really like invest into the contestants.
And they're just fun to watch too.
They banter back and forth. Not to mention, I am in love with Adam Levine. And I'm just going to say, he is People's Sexiest Man of the Year, but I am not, in this instance, a bandwagon jumper. I have loved Adam Levine since he was skinny and awkward, singing songs about Jane when I was in 9th grade.
So she wanted to make sure you knew that she was hipster.
This is not me just like being like everybody else. No, I saw Adam Levine's potential like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But I love The Voice. The contestants this season are really, really good.
Awesome.
There's this girl, Jackie. She's like 5. Not really. She's like 16. But her voice is so sick. She belts it out, and it's amazing. And there are also 2 people from PA. Woo-hoo. So shout out to the home state. And they're both still in the competition, and they're rocking it. So.
Yeah. And then quickly after, we got really into the show Blacklist. If you haven't watched it, you need to catch up. It's not our typical show that we would normally tune into. I'm not usually into crime TV shows. I mean, I think they're interesting, but they're not my go-to. But I love The Blacklist. It's basically about the FBI using one of their main criminals, James Spader's character, who, by the way, is amazing.
He's so good.
He helps them find and identify and capture the most wanted criminals in the world, so the people on the blacklist. And so every episode is them finding one of those people, and it's getting worse and worse as the season goes on. But not only that, there's a lot of backstory to it. There's a really strong female character she's like the main character.
She kicks butt.
She's amazing.
She's
and
really pretty.
She's gorgeous. So, guys, you gotta love
and
that.
And her husband's pretty good.
Yeah, her husband's really cute. Though, can we trust him?
No,
I do not know.
I don't think we can.
So, yeah, definitely tune in. It starts at 10 o'clock on NBC,
so
which
good.
is late.
Catch up if you haven't watched it.
It's awesome. The season finale's coming up soon, and we were shocked when the last episode ended. We always watch, like, because it's such a thriller. It's so suspenseful. Like, it was way more than we ever expected it to be when we first started watching. So make sure you watch.
Last one! Yay! So, what song really gets you into the fall spirit? I don't really, I can't think of fall songs. There aren't that many of them. So for me, songs that get me into the fall spirit are ones that remind me of my fall memories, which takes me back to London. When I was in London, I walked a mile to school and from school every day, and I listened to music on my walk. And while I was abroad, Paramore's album Brand New Eyes came out, so I downloaded that one, and I listened to it constantly. I loved the whole thing from start to finish. I actually have a different version because the UK one is slightly different. I was British. I was British at the time. So, but that album reminds me of fall. In fact, I feel like I should listen to it on my drive home tomorrow. But then also Michael Bublé's Home reminds me of fall because I listened to it when I was homesick. But right now I'm also listening to Sweater Weather by The Neighborhood. I feel like that song does have this kind of chilly, windy vibe to it, and I really like that. But music is it's the soundtrack to your life, so I really don't think I can just pick one song. Just every song kind of reminds me of different things that are going on.
And for me, again, I can't really. When I'm asked the question, "What's your favorite whatever?" be it song, book, anything, I really can't answer that question because there's so many that I love. So when I think of fall, I don't think of one song. Usually when I hear a song, it will bring me back to a memory. So when I hear marching band tunes, I'm like, oh, this is fall. I love it. Give me a drum cadence and I'm happy. I'm so nerdy today. And there's no Thanksgiving songs really, which is a disappointment, and it kind of brings up the whole argument of don't listen to Christmas music before Thanksgiving. I'm not really a huge advocate of saying no to Christmas music because I love Christmas music. But I do like one Thanksgiving song. It's by Josh Groban. It's called Thankful, and it's on his Noel CD, which is his Christmas album.
I know that song.
And it's so good. Yeah, we'll listen to it because it's a slow song, but it really reminds you to be so grateful for the season and for everything that you have in life. So I will be listening to that soon. And with that,
we're done.
We're done. Yay. If you made it this far, we love you. And
Good
we appreciate
job.
you. We are grateful for you. We hope that you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Well, maybe we'll do another one of these videos down the road, maybe about winter. Maybe we'll get around to talking about our apartment complex, about the road. I know I've mentioned it a couple times that we'll eventually get to it. We're just trying to come up with a way that makes us not sound like
pretentious.
Yeah, like pretentious or, entitled jerks, because we are grateful to be here and to be with each other. But we have a lot to complain about too. So
a lot of funny things happen.
A lot of things that we can laugh about now,
which
is great. So we'll catch you all later. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.